Shalom, giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that told me this truth that rule well. Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Quadash Payat, and in this lesson, we're going to go into the parable again, because Yahushua spoke of many parables. We're going to go into, the field and the good seed, right? Starting at St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 37, and it also coincides with the parable of the pearl, going into the kingdom, right? So, verse 37, it says, He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. And, Yahushua came and he sowed the seeds through his words amongst the people, and Yahweh does the increase, right? Just like how the scriptures speak of Apollos, but it says the field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one, right? So the field is the world, right? So the earth is like a garden. So when you go and speak to people, you tell them the truth if the spirit hits you, and that's sowing. You planting the seed. You might see the person next time. They might remember the name. They might not. They might remember what you said. They might not, because it's up to Yahweh to give that increase. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, right? Because you could plant seeds anywhere, but it depends where they land. Some may land on the wayside, some may land stony ground, which is men that know the Israelites, but they don't know the doctrine. They don't know the name. So they're like bad seeds that's going to get choked up, just like plants. They get choked up by the weeds. Weeds grow anywhere, but a good tree, a good flower, is in good soil, good ground, right? Which is the proper doctrine, and it takes nourishment, through the Gospels. It says, but the tares are the children of the wicked ones. So these other nations, and also Jake, that's in that Gentile state of mind, as amongst that, right, like the wheat and the tares. But it says the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. So just like how you have in movies or cartoons with the Grim Reaper with the big sickle, well, reapers are the angels, man. Because when they come back, they're coming back to bring vengeance. Now you got angels, you guardian angels, you got, different, angels that are set up to do different jobs for the most part. You see? But here, hey, look at Michael the Archangel, representing war, right? So, and what? We're headed to harvest season, As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. So when you take them out, you wrap them up together, and then you put them together, you burn them. So the majority of these people, they're going to get caught with that fire, which is the second death, right? The lake of fire. You see, and the angels going to come with the UFOs, shooting them laser beams. The prophets seen those visions. Astra, round about, I believe, the 13th chapter, second Astra, rather. It says, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. You see? So, you're gonna have people wailing and gnashing of teeth, just like at the end of the days of Noah. You know? Then shall they know that a prophet was among them. You know? But it says, then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which, when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls. That's heavy because pearls are like diamonds. They grow through pressure. From pressure, like the pearls from the pressure of the clams. But it's like, but they're precious. They become precious stones. Are we not like precious stones? Scriptures refer to as what? Lively stones, right? Who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind. So that's how they went fishing. The prophets, they would, in ancient times, they would get these large nets, right, and toss it in the sea. And then when they pick it up from the sea, you would have different type of sea creatures caught within the net, right? But it's going to go into it. It says, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away. Right? So you have like a fisherman, you capture all of that, but you may have good fish, salmon or whatever, codfish, but then you may have crabs, some shrimps, catfish. So you separate it, then you toss the bad, the crabs, catfish, shrimps, whatever. You cast the unlawful creatures back into the sea, but you keep the good fish, right, that has fins and scales, right? That's how the angels are separating, man, doing the separation amongst these false camps, false teachers, which are stumbling blocks, as Yahushua said. Catholics, the Muslims, the Jehovah's Witness, the false Christians, groups that are Israelites but joining hands with the Muslims, not teaching prophecies, buying and selling the truth, not teaching the proper name of Yahweh and Yahushai, not teaching prophecy, man, So the Lord is going to separate certain men, because you may have some men that may wake up in the latter days, which you're in, but the last trump that may come out of these wicked camps, if you will, right, and believe in the name. Just like the man that died on the right-hand side of the cross. Right then and there he believed, and his faith was sealed. So a lot of these people, they're going to be separated, that harvest season is coming. And, hey, they're going to cry out, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name? But what they doing it for? Where's their intentions? Right? They're like a bunch of fucking unlawful creatures. You know what I mean? It says, so shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. See, it says it again in the parable of the pearl. So that's what's coming. Wailing and gnashing of teeth for the people. I believe it tells you that in the book of Proverbs. Round about the first or second chapter. You know? Hey, the scriptures say, matter of fact, real quick, before we get Revelation 14, right? Now, the harvest is this the earth, right? This place. Few, right? Let's get that real quick. In the book of St. Matthew, chapter 9, verse 37, where it says, Then saith he unto his disciples, The harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. And who are the laborers? The laborers are the men. You know? Starting with the men, not you women that think you could teach. The scriptures tell you how women are not ought to teach. Alright? And if you learn from your husband, if you know. You know, to keep silence in the churches. You know? Okay? So it says, Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. And now you see men of the Lord waking up by this unicorn, which is the internet, World Wide Web, right? You see how that works? The internet is a net that's capturing the elect worldwide with that web. You know, go figure how the words play itself out, you know? So there's very few that's teaching in the true name and in the true doctrine. That's why the scriptures speak of, many shall be called, but few. Many are called, but few are chosen. A remnant is going to wake up. You see, 144,000 men, starting with the men, and then the women and children, the 1/3. You know, and that's a very small number in comparison to how many of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are scattered through the four corners of earth, mingled with these heathens. So you got our people that look like the other heathens, speak like them, grew up into their customs, but really they are Israelites, referred to as Gentiles, taking up these heathenistic customs. You see? And even us, before we came into the truth, we thought we was something else besides Israelites and, learn the Hebrew. But anyway, that's prophecy within itself. Now, you know what? Let's go to the book of Revelations, chapter 14. And verse 14, it says, And I looked and beheld a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. What you think he's gonna do with that sharp sickle? He's gonna cut shit off, man. It's like you have the sharp sickle, you're in the field, you cut the wheat, you cut the bad plants off. You cut the weeds off, you pull them out, so to speak. Right? So that's why Yahweh Shai spoke about gardening, and giving that comparison unto the people in the land. Because even according to the law, you're not supposed to plant different seeds in the same ground. So I was walking the other day and I seen two separate plants right next to each other. I'm like, yo, that's, but what? That's why the Lord got to burn this place up, man. Babylon the Great, America. You see? Because it's all, out of course. The earth is out of course. That's the spirits, the nice, the new, I believe is the full moon. Right? I'm looking at it right now. But anyway, it says, and he that sat on the cloud, which that cloud refers to as what? The chariot. Right? You can even go into the book of Psalms where it says he maketh the clouds his chariots. Merely paraphrasing. So it says, and he that sat on a cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. Right? And another angel came out of the temple, which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. So I'm showing you that we're heading to a time where everything is ready. You know, just like the field, the harvest. Because you gotta know when things are ready according to the seasons, right? And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs, which is a period of time, but is referred to as trodden with that the winepress, which the people, you know, right? As a matter of fact, because it tells you how, even I believe in the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, refers to as how the Son of Man's garment is gonna be dyed. You know. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that real quick. Isaiah. And I'm going through the Spirit, so forgive me. Isaiah 63. Let's go straight to the point. There you go. Verse 2. Matter of fact, we can start at 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength? I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And Isaiah seen this vision. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden in the winepress alone. And you know it, how in ancient times when they'll put all the grapes in the wine press, and they'll mash the women will mash it down with her feet, to for the clusters of the grapes, the blood of the grapes. But it's talking about how the Lord's gonna trodden down these people, these 2/3 wicked Israelites, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites, and these heathens, right? It's gonna trot them down. There's gonna be a lot of blood in the streets, man. As high as a horse's bridle. How's the Lord gonna use that? By using this sword. Edom, Esau, these military, people's gonna get shot down, people's gonna kill each other. All hell's gonna break loose, man. The Lord's not coming for peace, but rather division, man. But he's gonna divide his elect from the wicked, and save the remnant, and destroy the wickedness of this, the wicked people that's in this field, in this place. Salakia, bear with me. We're gonna put this one in red. It says, I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant, figuratively, but it gives you a vision of like how bad it's gonna be. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And we see that. We at that time real soon. There's gonna be a lot of bloodshed once the doors of repentance is closed. So, hey, that's pretty much it. That's the point. So keep this treasure, You know, like like a beautiful pearl. You know, we give the treasures out, but the Lord don't give his treasure to everybody. You know, like the power of the pearl, that's a gift. Faith, knowing the name, knowing, you know, his doctrine, the breakdowns, you know, having that spirit, so on and so forth. You know, is a gift. Now the Lord gave us the gift for free, but he don't give his secrets to everybody. Now he uses us to freely spread these gifts, the secrets to you know, amongst the housetops to the people to hear. But the Lord didn't give everybody the ears to receive it, close their mind, you know. So that's why the scriptures say, "Hold that fast till I come," because the Lord is near. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that told me this truth. Shalom to the elect, scattered through the four corners of the earth. With that, shalom.